A note on Anna and the King of Siam. Very good film, included by the New York Times on its list of best 1,000 movies ever made. The story was considered so inspiring that it has three versions. One, the one I'm talking about, which is the best, and then another one with Deborah Kerr, Yul Brynner, and then later on Jodie Foster, Watanabe, maybe the least successful adaptation of this narrative, which has Anna as a teacher brought in from England by the King of Siam to instruct his many children. He has about 60 or more, and some of his wives, he has many wives, over 1,000 if I remember the figure correctly. He does have a favorite, but then there is a problem with this favorite, and he shows this dark side, because the king, Rex Harrison, wonderful, even if not in the style he acted in maybe the most famous film in which he played, that is an adaptation of Pygmalion, My Fair Lady. A wonderful film, one of the best, really. He's King Mongrut, Rex Harrison, and he is both a curious man, interested to progress and bring his kingdom to more civilized standards, so to say, but he also has, due to tradition, culture, story is also a clash of personalities. Anna, strong woman, wonderful, resilient, gritty, a role model, a feminist, maybe we should say, brave, unrelenting, determined, unwilling to humiliate herself and go down on her knees as everybody else is doing in this kingdom. So a man who wants progress, but on the other hand he has some of this barbaric attitudes and habits. I am the law, I am the law, I'm saying. He's funny, but he's also cruel. He kills one of his favorites at one point, and for no good reason. I mean, just because he was upset, jealous, or things like that. So, from the beginning, Anna would not, as I said, follow the protocol as it is explained by the Prime Minister. Everybody has to crawl when the king is there, and nobody can be higher than he is. And the king, Mongrut, is at times apostrophizing the woman. Why are you higher than me? Lower down. The two become friends indeed, and then there is a chance that with the next generation, all this insistence on the humble subjects and this absurd retrograde protocol would be gone. Even if one must emphasize that even in Thailand today, which is, by the way, still not a democracy, I mean, it had periods of democracy, vibrant ones, but military junta is in power again, and it's preposterous, but the very idea of saying something which can be perceived as lèse-majesté, as criticizing the king, is very severely punished. So, not much progress in some ways from the time of King Mongrut. 1862, who, by the way, in many interesting, funny moments, at one point he writes to President Lincoln, offering him elephants that would multiply in forests, and you will have many of these majestic animals. President Lincoln in the film responds and signs, "Friend, your friend, Abraham Lincoln." Thanks, King of Siam, but underlines the fact that the southern territory, where the weather, which is only the only territory where the weather would allow elephants to survive is not under his control. So thank you, but we cannot do it at this time. And then ambassadors follow. And there will be some good, interesting, humorous moments again when the king says, I know how to use spoons and all that, but he has to look for guidance to his, in the first place, adversary, foe, but later on, a good friend of His Majesty, King Mongol. A very good film, thought-provoking and worthwhile.